Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast. Track 4, The Finest, featuring Tommy Gunn, produced by MF Doom. Before we give our ratings and everything, Jesse, would you like to provide us with any background information you have with this album, this song, considering you're the guest? You know how we do on the program.
Sure. Very important album in my life's trajectory, I would say. I saw a lot of people talking about it on that OKP back in the day, and the name seemed very odd to me. Like, just on screen, it read as something that was a little too underground for what I thought I would enjoy, judging the book by its cover. Like, it read like G.I. Joe or whatever, just MF Doom. And I was just like, nah, this doesn't seem like something I would be interested in, go to. If you haven't heard Jesse Went to the Club, I thought kind of low, or I didn't think very highly of some of these people. So when they're talking about this stuff, I'm just like, oh yeah, this is, internet nerd shit. I'm not going to be into that. I heard a snippet of, I think maybe Rhymes Like Dime on a site. I don't know if it was MV Remix. I don't know if that site even still exists, but it might have been mvremix.com. And I was like, oh, it's still up. Maybe you can find the MF Doom article. Let's see here. 2001 to 2022, I guess they're out of business. But yeah, I heard a snippet of Rhymes Like Dimes, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go check this out. Back when Audio Galaxy was happening, I think I heard Doomsday. It's not the title track, the album's called Operation Doomsday, but Doomsday, I think the first or second song. And clearly can't reveal the sample, but someone on OKP was like, what is this? It's just blank, blank, blank sample or whatever. And I didn't even know it back then. I wasn't that familiar with that artist that he sampled. And went to go buy this album. There was a Best Buy in Tallahassee, Florida. I was a kid. I didn't have nothing to do but, take the bus to like an hour or whatever just to go to the mall or go to Best Buy to buy albums. And the album pretty much changed the course, I would say, of my life. Since then, I was like immediately real. I mean, I was a big Fantastic Four fan growing up. So that already had me in. I was a big Dr. Doom guy or what have you. But
Dr. Doom never had pictures with women.
He never had pictures of women. That guy didn't know what he was talking about.
Classic Jesse quote.
When he saw my shirt. But yeah, so I played the album and I was like, just holy shit! Like, this was an album that showed me you can be different. You can stand out. You can do your own thing, but still be very good. Still be cool, without having to sound like anything else. And the thing about this album is this was just some pure, just vigilante shit. Like, his back was against the wall, and that I can relate to a whole lot. Like, I've had my back against the wall. Like, I just got to figure shit out. Go back to about a year ago about this time. I'm just like dead broke. Just trying to, having wasted my money on cam girls or whatever. Mel, go back to when you were talking about the party bus at your house.
The party van.
The party van. My party van is whenever I'm trying to reach the wife and like she's not picking up. She has a busy life outside of me, but if she's not picking up, I'm like, holy shit, did she find out about the cam girls? And like, I get into a panic like if I don't hear from her for a while. And
man.
In the words of Deontay Wilder, to this day, I've never been found out. But going back to the thing, I don't know, how do we get to the party van?
You were talking about, being afraid that your wife is going to discover that.
No, before that, I tied in something to the party van.
MF Doom showed you that you can be yourself and also still be cool and good hip hop.
Vigilante, the Back Against the Wall. Got it. So yeah, like his brother died. He lost his record deal, and he had to figure something else out. And he adopted this persona where he didn't show his face because it just mattered like how good the music was. And he took uncleared samples from anywhere, in between Stretch, who we know says the N-word at 2 a.m., Stretch and Bobbito, both of their apartments, and made this album out of just looping pretty much anything. Any old record he had his hands on, but uncleared sample, popular songs, some of them. Mm-hmm. I know nearly every sample on this album. The majority of the samples I know. And I was just blown away, like, how was he getting away with this? Like, having, heard all of these. Some of these would be like songs you're definitely, Mel, like your parents would know these samples for Red and Gold, this song, The Finest, and a few others. These are just like blatantly obvious, like if you were of a certain age in the 80s and you were Black, these were like, if not hits, they were definitely, popular deep cuts or what have you. And just all of that just blew me away. And then on top of that, the fact that, I don't know if have you guys played the album by now at the time of recording?
Of course.
Okay. Well, this is a very heavy album. He's talking about like street shit, the majority of the songs. It's like you could say it's like a Mobb Deep album or a Cannibal Ox album or, something in that kind of vein, like lyrically, but it's over these wacky, just 80s beats.
Right, these very funky instrumentals, lots of like 80s R&B being sampled.
Right. Red and Gold, like that sample shouldn't be about like killing people and harming people.
I would say this, considering we just reviewed Mobb Deep this season and their darkest album, if you ask me, at least that I've heard so far. Not as dark as that stuff, but Moulz,
topically,
and I'll touch on this later. What's that?
Topically, it's the same thing lyric-wise. I'm talking about, not the beats.
Not as like violent or as cold and unforgiving though. Like I was telling Moulz on the phone that like this compares to like Food. It felt more conventional, more like, in a weird way, like, you doing talk about, superheroes, supervillains, Marvel, all that. Like, they have like different classifications, like street level superheroes, and then like the people who are out doing like cosmic, like out in space doing crazy stuff. This is almost like the street level MF Doom album. And then like Food gets like a little more fantastical and sort of out there. And like, that's my favorite MF Doom album. But like, I'll be able to talk about it on different songs. But I'm glad you said that, Jesse, because I was hoping like I wasn't just crazy, like I wasn't just hearing things. But yeah, this one's a lot more,
it's similar in sound, I would say.
Right. The sound isn't what's different. It's just like, yeah, the raps themselves, the content is a lot less whimsical, I guess.
Than Food?
It's still a lot of whimsy to be had, but
less whimsical than Food?
Yeah, less whimsical than Food.
The writing, for sure. The production, I think, is just as whimsical.
Yeah, it's not that far off. Like, yeah, you got the sound bites and the R&B samples, right? It's just like content-wise, it feels a lot more conventional in terms of what you would expect in terms out of hip-hop from other people. But we'll talk about that throughout the night. But you can continue, Jesse, because it was just like, yeah, I'm glad you said that because now I feel
real quick,
validated.
Though, before you continue, I just want to say, like, at points, though, you see some of what you're going to get later on. Like, we did Rhymes Like Dimes right before this. Right. And I think some of those lyrics are, like, a little wackier than some of the other lyrics on the album, for example.
Right.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah. You can say that.
There will be examples in this song I'll be able to point to in terms of, the point I'm making about this being And what Jesse's saying, like it's rougher, more street, if you will.
Doomsday, he's talking about being in jail. I wrote this one in BCDCO section. If you don't believe me, go get back and checked in.
No.
Talking about killing cops on that song.
Hey.
Pop the trunk on C Cypher punk, leave him left straight. I don't know if you knew that C Cypher means police in that Wu-Tang language, that God body language.
I thought the C Cypher was like the coochie, or is that something else?
No, that's the
Power
U.
Power U. There we go. It's a different letter.
Mel's forgetting his lessons. We might have to do a new Wu-Tang album soon.
No!
C Cypher means Cypher is like O or something. So C Cypher means like COPs. When they say now Cypher, that means NO for no. It's a very complex language.
Jesse, you'll actually be with us the next time we cover a Wu-Tang album.
Will I?
Next year, Pretty Tony.
Okay, got it. I do like that album a bunch.
Season 6 out now, folks. The Wu-Tang season. It took a toll, is all I'll say. But yeah. Did you have any more, Jesse, in terms of
I guess we can get into the song. I'm sure I'll have more to say. But I guess, yeah, you could say, like, a lot of this album was a tribute to 1980s hip-hop. And just the 80s in general. But on Go With The Flow, I don't want to say it, but he says in the lyrics that where he took the drums from. I don't want to spoil any samples, but he just reveals it. And the drums for Doomsday came from an album that Dart Adams was on for. A song from an album that Dart Adams has done an appearance for. The drums on top of that obvious sample. So there was a lot of that. Same thing with the mic. It's drums from an artist. Dart Adams wasn't on for that album, but from a different album, but a 1980s artist on top of a 1980s R&B song there. And I just found all that, very interesting how he's combining all those different elements and creating his own world, basically. He was world building like shit on this album.
No, he's a world builder for sure.
Right.
A big part of the appeal.
And as I said before,
he gets weirder, right? Like the discography goes deeper, but
what point, like Victor Von 2 or?
No, I mean just even with like Mad Villainy, for example, which we did back in season 8.
Mad Lib is just a weirdo.
But I'm saying that everything that you got that came after this that might have been more, as you call it, Mel, like with more whimsy, was birthed from here. Like all of the, I guess, like bare essentials are still collected here. Because if you look at like Food, the same thing, like that Friends record, Deep Fried Friends,
right?
Very obvious sample with like the drums on top. Same thing with what's it called? Super.
Yeah. Do I know? I can't say, but that was it was based around a beatbox.
Yeah, but the sample too, which is an 80s R&B song.
Right, on top of a beatbox from an 80s rap song, yeah.
So the foundation is still here on Operation Doomsday, even if the rhymes aren't as, you were saying like street level versus outer space.
Right.
And I feel like everything, even the weirdest Doom records, are still grounded compared to like LP Fantastic Damage, which we recently covered.
He was just trying to be futuristic.
No. Okay, no.
Like there's such a thing as pushing the envelope too far, and that's LP.
I know. Listen, there's envelopes, and then there's just like fucking pouches of shit. Okay, I don't know what to say. We ain't here to talk about him no more. Okay, that was a couple weeks ago. We're free. All right.
Shout out MC Doom, MC Paul Barman,
MC Doom,
MC Paul Barman. I pushed the envelope off the precipice.
All right. Do you want to kick us off ratings last year? Or?
Sure, I will go 8+. Though I feel like 9-, but I'm 8+ to be safe.
All right.
Ain't no safe. Okay. 7+.
You can't say that because a 7+. Okay. No, you fronted on "It Ain't Safe" by Skepta, so you can't say that. All right.
I fronted on "It Ain't Safe" by Skepta.
No, Moulz did.
Oh, it wasn't safe.
We got a 8+, 7+. No, later. Of Skepta?
Yeah, just the whole link in the chat. I'll rate it.
I guess it do connect because they're both technically UK artists, right? Doom and Skepta.
You wasn't born in no UK, I don't think.
No, I ain't no live listen. Although live listens will return shortly with this Nicki Minaj. What is it, Pink Friday 2?
I think it's Pink.
Not
Pink
live
Print
listen.
2,
Put a link in the chat and I'll listen to it.
It's Pink Friday 2? I don't know. It's something pink twice.
Yeah,
December 8th.
Live listen. Yeah, but no, it is live listen, Jesse.
Or was it
Pink
Friday? Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, Pink Print, Queen, and now it's Pink Friday 2. Is it? But wouldn't Pink Friday 2 be Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded?
Listen, that lady don't know what she's doing.
Is she okay?
Man. No, she's not okay. Apparently, we're allowed to talk about it, but like it's just
New album. Hold on. What's it called?
She's more stable than I thought. I don't know how stable you guys thought she was, but I think some of the insanity might be an act.
I'm not saying she needs to be committed somewhere, but I think somebody needs to, get her to stop wilding out. Because it's cratering her stock.
Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, and now it's Pink Friday 2. Well, what the hell was Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded?
That's what it was before she woke up and, decided, I want to start a new beef. And so she did, and that's what she does. But we're not reviewing her right now. Or Skepta. We're reviewing MF Doom.
I put a link up this morning where she's very grounded, let's just say. She was like being Soulja Boy's life coach or some shit. And
listen, people can have moments of clarity and stability, but they still be wild at the end of the day, like me. But look, this song, The Finest, okay, it's a flat 7 for me.
Wow, flat 7, ding me baby, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so
8+ Jesse, 7+ Moulz, flat 7 me. It was a minus, but I knocked the minus off.
Oh, you'd have been a fuck if you had a minus on there.
You always say, hey, listen, you want to continue this Mel 7- narrative, I got to make sure the audience knows ain't no minus, okay? Before y'all try to start a Mel flat 7 narrative.
Nah, flat 7 can't be contested, okay?
That's right. Anyway.
A 7- though, it's weird. It's like, what are you doing,
It ain't weird. I like it, okay?
Meanwhile, I have 7 minuses on this very album.
Yeah, whenever it comes to Mel, everybody want to, but this is the flat 7. Here's what happened for me. At first, I was mostly here for the beat, which is always fine. It's music after all. But hey, it's especially fine because it's the producer-rapper season, and Doom is a producer-rapper. And thus, he produced this. So me being here mostly for the music would be fine. It's still a plus in the Doom column,
Do you know the beat?
He produced this record.
I mean, do you know the sample?
I do now. I ain't gonna say it.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a sample, a blatant sample, just in a different pitch, basically.
Yeah. Well, he did it. Well, he did it goodly. Okay. It was flipped goodly.
He did
I
it
will say
goodly.
this.
Goodly shirt's coming soon. All right.
He did it goodly. Okay. If that man can say bigly, I can say goodly.
Jesse,
okay.
What cut do you want from the shirts that use your likeness?
I don't care. I'm just happy people would consider buying something with my face on it. That's insane.
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, we haven't officially, announced that they're available. Oh, at this point, actually, we have. So, go get them, folks.
Go get them.
Which one are you getting,
real
Jesse?
Find.
It's not a hard conversation to have, but I don't know if I'll be purchasing. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's fair. I mean, a guy buying a shirt with his name or his face on it. Hey, we know Jesse's not narcissistic.
No, it's Jesse has a wife that she doesn't need to know how insane the rabbit hole runs.
She
doesn't need to be like
a live reaction.
She doesn't need to be like, "What the fuck is this shirt? Why do you have a shirt with your face on it?"
Well, you don't have to buy the one with your face on it. What about white girls?
That would be even more insane. It may be the ghost homie. White girls with a cinnamon roll on it.
Walking into the house and your wife is looking at you as you're wearing a white girl shirt is definitely worse than a shirt with you on it.
With a cinnamon roll on it.
A glazed cinnamon roll. It just says white girl.
Oh my God.
Then I gotta explain, okay, my friend's grandfather, we clipped something. Imagine me explaining. We took a clip of him talking about how his friend likes white girls, and his name is Dinner Roll because he was a diabetic and he liked cinnamon rolls for dinner. And she'd be like, "I'm divorcing you." This all sounds too insane.
Oh man!
It's not that he likes
not with no show
rolls for dinner. He literally just thinks he can trick Mel by saying, "Run me to the store. I need to pick up some dinner rolls."
He didn't have them for dinner.
Well, no, he often would eat them around dinner time. But in his mind, it's either part shame, but also not wanting to just outright say that that's what he wants from the grocery store because he knows he's not supposed to be eating it. So calling them dinner rolls, whether out of trying to be coy, trying to, obscure his intentions. It's just, I'm free of all that now. But anyway, shirts are in the shop now. I'm fond of that Ain't No Shirt. I'm gonna have to get that Ain't No Shirt.
Yeah, I'll probably get Ain't No Shirt or something.
All this to admit he will get Ain't No Shirt. Well, that's a great shirt. But anyway, Goodly shirts maybe. I don't know. We'll see if I can.
What are all the ones with my face on them? Ain't No Shirt. What are the other ones?
You gotta look it up. Top 2025. Ain't No Shirt. Jesse Fair. Well, with your face on.
Line stepper ones.
Yeah, line stepper ones. We got daggone
Jesse Fairfax's Black History.
I might get her Jesse Fairfax's Black History as a Christmas gift.
That doesn't have your face on it. It's just black.
She has my name on her though as a Christmas gift.
Now she did say that you're not Black History.
She did no-sell the shit out of that.
Well, did you explain it to her? That you're in the Dillatime book, which is in the Smithsonian, African American History Museum in DC. So technically you're Black History?
I didn't realize that was a connection, but that was my first answer. That's my go-to at any point. When she be trying to downplay me, I'm like, "No, I'm in that Dilla book."
Yeah, so you're in the buildings. I'm in the building. I'm Black History.
I'm technically Black History.
You're Black History. That's right. But so is MF Doom. Okay, he's Black History. All right. I think is his mask in there?
He's in Dillatime. All right. If he's in
Dillatime. Well, we can't talk about why he's in Dillatime.
I've read the book. What happened?
Was that in Dillatime? Maybe I'm just miscommunicating. I'll in the chat.
He showed up to the funeral.
Hey, we don't need to know. We don't got to talk about that. Yeah, that's what I was.
There's a book. It's in print.
I know it's in the book, but it's a celebration. Okay. It's a celebration. Okay, tonight. We can't.
It would be a mention of how he was a wacky man.
It was wacky, but there might be stronger words that other people would use. But anyway, the finest. He produced it goodly. I will say this: the bass melody kind of reminds me of that daggone "Last Kiss" by Overdose. That doom 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 doom.
That could be where I took the inspiration from.
Maybe but also I'm the chop man. His chops in this beat that I really like.
I love these chops.
They're good chops.
We can't talk about samples tonight, like what they are, but we can say how
Well, we can
like,
reenact them.
we can talk. And we
What
can
part
talk
is the
about
chop? The doom 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 like that.
the whole beat.
I thought the beat was just like a loop.
Yeah, well, like you can. I don't want to turn the production lesson, but yeah, like a sustained loop can still be applied to a chop of a different sustained loop. There's still chops,
Oh, I don't know the definition of a chop clearly.
Definition, smefinition, okay, but yeah, chops are in the beat.
But yeah, I like this. The sample, the funkiness of it. It sounds like Doom's Beach Club,
Oh, Doom's Beach Club.
And hey, Tommy Gunn. And you forgot, Megalon is on here as well.
It's just those two.
I looked into that because ain't no Megalon. Because Megalon is Tommy Gunn.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. They did have like fucking...
That's like Curious on the question mark joint later, who goes by a completely different name on the King Ghidorah album.
Yeah, they had like...
Biolante or something.
Yeah, they had like Godzilla nicknames. MF Doom was King Ghidorah. Tommy Gunn was Megalon. I guess if you were...
no Zilla.
Huh?
Ain't no Zilla.
Who? Yeah, I'm not going to finish that. You would have to bleep it if I said who.
What?
I'll put it in chat.
I don't even know what line you were about to step over.
It's not line stepping, but it's just friend of the show style.
No, the only Zilla I know is my brother. Okay.
Oh, no, come on.
I didn't want that to be bleeped or anything. What? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
it was if you were so you had to be of a certain stature within the clique to get a nickname or to have it like a first name before the Godzilla name, because Rodan is just Rodan. And I was deep. You want to talk about almost like a cult? I was deep. There was this place called Sandbox Automatic that was... You familiar, Moulz?
Yeah, the website, the hip-hop, CD store, basically.
Right, but I was such a mark that I somehow found where the office was. And I was going up to the office like I didn't want to wait for no shipping.
Were they in New York? I thought they were in Boston.
No, they were in New York. They were a few blocks from Madison Square Garden. So yeah, I was going to that office. It was ran by I don't think the race matters, but it was ran by an Asian man and his mother. So they were none too fond of people like just popping up at the office. But I had to get that hib. Like they would make me stand behind like a metal door.
They had a bad reputation, man. Like I never ordered from them because people said they took forever to ship. I
didn't want to wait on no shipping. I just went right to the office.
I would go to Frat Breets,
Yeah, but I think they would have it first or whatever.
Who would have it first?
Sandbox.
Yeah, but
and
Sandbox,
I would stand behind
they
the
have
metal
it
door
first, and then by the time they ship it, it's been 3 weeks since the album came out.
Oh, speaking of LinkedIn, yeah, that was my boy. I was just listening to some episode where Mel had a LinkedIn gave me a LinkedIn to one of his girls.
Hey, no, fuck that site, okay?
No, my boy, Eddie, that was his name, Eddie Wong. Him and his mom ran the thing.
You made it sound like Mel was selling pussy, man. Like...
No, he posted up a LinkedIn to some girl. I just put up the owner of Sandbox, Eddie Wong. Him and his mom. I would have to stand behind like a metal door while they went to find my CD, give them the money, and it was like ain't no coming in this office.
Shout out Eddie Wong. You look like Manny Fresh.
No, he doesn't.
He do. I fuck with him. Eddie Wong.
He looks like
he doesn't have a picture.
Oh, you're not logged in. That's probably why you can't see it.
He doesn't look like Asian Manny Fresh.
On, I got you.
That's a little racist.
He do look like Manny.
To say Manny Fresh looks like an Asian man.
This is the Sandbox.
Manny Fresh does
stand behind a metal door while I check the damn stock. Okay.
Manny Fresh does kind of look like Asian Winnie the Pooh.
All right, man. Okay. There. In the chat stop, Moulz, you should be able to see Mr. Wong.
He doesn't look like Manny Fresh.
He doesn't.
Nobody never see what I see. They never hear what I hear. I'm just alone in the world, you know?
Stop watching them damn movies they give away for.
Like
what that got to do with anything?
If you made this man's skin brown, that wouldn't be Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh doesn't look that Asian.
All right. Anyway,
this looks like an Asian version of my friend Kevin. Is who it looks like. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, the finest. Great beat. But it was once I hit the headphones. You know, I'm writing my notes. I'm locking in, getting my thoughts together for the episode. Hey, folks, we talked about it plenty of times on this show in seasons past. Headphone albums. This is a headphone album. I was able to lock in. The raps were kind of like whizzing by me throughout the week in terms of, and I'd heard the album prior to this week, but I listened in the car, of course, in the shower, and I was just kind of nodding to the beat, but like the headphones pressed up against the ear, I'm locking into the words. Now I will say this, they were both fine, but Doom washed them. He did wash them.
They both went off.
He washed. I don't think they both went off. I think maybe, because Tommy Gunn is, rapping well technically.
Tommy Gunn has a top 20-25 rap line of all time on this song.
What line?
Not of all time, but he has one of my favorite. He probably has my favorite rap line on the album.
What?
Is it, damn, I just shook your hand and can't stand you already?
Right after that.
But my hammer's like a band. My man, it's brand new and heavy.
Oh my God, my mind is still blown by that.
Hey, with that line, I do know the brand new heavies. I know they're a band, so I got that line, but I don't think I've ever heard
The first time I've ever heard that. Oh, the brand new heavies got like 9s and 10s.
Hey, I believe
you. Never heard Never Stop? Never
How'd
stop,
it go? What?
Hoping that you feel and do what you want. Just look it up. I'm not the best singer in the world. Never Stop is really good. Brother Sister is really good.
I'm in the middle of you guys. Like, I don't think that like Tommy Gunn killed it, but the way that this record's set up, I don't think this is a someone bodied someone else record. They're trading bars.
Right.
Well, no, they're not aiming to body each other. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in terms of them trading bars, MF Doom got the upper hand. Like his bars were harder. He carried the record for me.
They're doing a little, as we call it, scenery setting in their verses. I wouldn't go as far as to call it storytelling necessarily.
There's no storytelling. They're just rapping their asses off.
Yeah, but you get like this talk of like Tommy Tashuma, No Time for Humor. As soon as one of your man's dead in Hempstead, you're trying to find pumas. There's like scenery setting,
Right.
He's more establishing himself.
I think, as you mentioned earlier, Jesse, like in the Raekwon vein, where this isn't like outright storytelling, but you're getting, random moments of scenery setting, and then the interplay with Doom and Tommy is good. Like they're acknowledging one another's existence on the track.
Yo, Doom, you with it? You know it like a poet, Doom comes in. I will say that first verse from Tommy Gunn was cool.
He comes in hard, right? Like just off that first verse, like he makes a good impression style.
He does. I mean, the content, like you talk about, your man's dead and him stay trying to find Puma. That takes me back to MF Doom. It's like, retaliation, street warfare, like, all that shit. But Doom comes
over
in.
This kind of a sample.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of right. It's whacked out.
It's that juxtaposition that we love Doom for.
Exactly. Now, I will say this, Doom comes in and it's like, all right, business picked up. Listen, I don't often have to pause or so. Like I pulled over in the car, because I don't want to crash because something popped me or but I had to pause the song right in the notes. I know about going paid to broke to next day well off, to bust a shell off, to dick riders get the hell off, made a call to a client, he must have had a sell off, a show off. He has the same bike puff off.
You got that reference?
Of course.
I didn't know how old you were when that video was out.
I've seen the video, of course. I'm more hip than we joke about on the show. Of course, I've seen the video, but that is one of the funniest moments in music video history ever to me. So,
and it really happened, and they just chose to keep it. It wasn't like a.
Oh, was that real?
Yeah, it was real. and they were like, "Fuck it, let's keep it."
Yeah, that reference is great, folks.
That
look
video
up the
ran
damn,
a lot back in the day.
I'll be missing you.
Yeah,
It was running a lot in the late 90s, like long after the song came out.
for sure.
So
That's probably where I first saw it.
I would expect Mel to get the reference.
Oh, speaking of time, I said this on a prior episode of Doom Discussion, maybe on the memorial, but I feel like this was an homage to Brooklyn's Finest, where Jay-Z and Biggie were going back and forth.
Oh.
The fact that the song's called The Finest, and there's a woman in the
Right,
background saying The
that.
Finest. All right.
You got on one of Doom's verses, he's doing like a callback to Sweet Sweetback's badass song, Melvin Van Peebles.
Okay.
He bled my mama, he bled my father, can't bleed me.
Right, in the trap style.
Slightly paraphrasing style, he bled my mother, my father, but can't bleed me. OD ghetto misery.
In that
in the chat,
of course,
style.
it was going through the whole. I didn't know that was a reference to the movie at all, but of course, the brother line hits harder, because of what happened and everything. But I didn't know that was. I thought he was just rapping good,
No, that's from the movie. And then then they do a callback at the end. Raised by a pack of wild wisdoms like Sweetback.
Yeah, I caught that.
I still haven't seen that movie. I just know he had a lot of naked women around him in the beginning.
Jesse, I recommend you watch the movie by Mario Van Peebles, just called Badass.
I think I've seen that one.
About the making of that film, then go watch that film.
Yeah, I think I've seen Badass.
If you've seen Badass, then you should watch the film.
I'm behind on my blaxploitation.
I'm behind on my blaxploitation.
There's a lot, like the majority.
Look, The Weeknd's behind on his Woody Allen. Leave him alone.
He is. He's famously behind on his Woody Allen films.
Who?
The Weeknd.
Oh, I don't know about the Woody
tweet
Allen.
of his. Yeah, way back in the day.
Woody Allen. It's Aloe Black and fucking Woody from Toy Story.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, brother. Shout out to the Bud. He's apparently a big Woody mark these days. I saw cameras tweeting the pictures.
Whoa, yeah, Mel, your mic cut out and now you're back.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good though. I'm straight.
Yeah, now you're good.
Okay.
I hear some singing in the background. Jesse, what's going on?
I'm in a silent room. That's not my place of business.
Why do I hear it sounds like music that a baby would listen to?
What?
That
Oh,
Mel's house? I'm in a completely silent room.
Are you playing a YouTube video?
There's nothing playing in my room.
Hold on. I hear slight whispering.
I'm in an empty room. It's not coming from me.
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying I hear it. I don't know. It's very quiet. I mean, I don't know. All right. Anyway.
You still hear it?
Yeah. But maybe I'm going crazy.
I don't hear shit.
I don't hear anything.
I mean, I heard what I heard when I turned the headphones.
It's intermittent. It comes in and out,
I just heard songs. Again.
No.
This is what happens when you do too much rap. You just start hearing songs. All right.
There's no
Season of the Damned, Part 2.
Are you sure no one's watching the Disney Channel in the adjacent wall to you or something?
No, I don't think so. It wouldn't come through the wall, but no. Children's Media, Mel, are you watching something?
I'm not watching a damn thing.
Neither am
I. Yeah. What was that? Yeah, Puff fell off the bike and it's funny, and it will always be funny to me. I will say that wait, what is that? Now I'm hearing stuff.
There's a vacuum maybe running in another room, but it's...
Oh, that was the garage here.
Okay.
No, I think my dad just came back, but no. All right. Look, okay. Ain't no noises, okay? Mel at the mental health facility trying to like help the schizophrenics.
Moulz Mel taking their quote extra week off to check themselves both into a full week-long lockdown at a mental health facility.
We don't have to get into that. I've been to one of them facilities, all right? It's, the whole grippy sock experience. I fuck with them socks. I really like them socks, but
I'm pimping Jeff Diston, you know?
Hey, Jeff Diston, all right? We don't need to, they're like, what? I know there are people listening to the show. It's like, what the hell are they talking about? I never want to be, folks, there's a man named Charles Hamilton, and he once went to jail, and then he was let out of jail into a mental facility, and there was a man there named Jeff Diston. Okay?
And he
what
made
Jack Harlow say there was a man there.
He made a song called Jeff Diston's Meetings, and he flipped Before I Let Go, and the hook was I'm pimping Jeff Diston.
Is that in the files?
Jeff Diston.
Is it in the files? I don't know.
I think it might be.
Here, Jesse here, okay?
Metcalf, dinner's on me.
Metcalf. Oh, I found it. It's on YouTube.
This thing.
It is.
I got a pimp name and a pimp hand. When I'm pimping, call me Jeff Diston. Bitch, which hand? Before I switch hands, we kissin', then I get distant. I prove all day, but this can't. Switch him in, mama grab this hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go A-.
Anyway, folks, look it up. What'd you say?
A-.
I am the God body. God body.
Yeah.
God body.
Bridge.
You are the not body. Not body. Not body.
Oh man, listen, I'm sure we played that on the show before. Jesse, that whole mixtape makes me nauseous. Something about the way it's mixed, but that's one of the good songs on there.
I agree. I don't like the tape, but that song is special. Okay, look, you get that Vince McMahon meme where it's like, what did Jeff Diston when that song hit the streets? It's like, dun, dun.
All right, can I add? Can I live on the air? Can I workshop this? How often is this thing? Weekly?
It's weekly. Yeah, the new Jesse show on Patreon is weekly.
All right. Yeah, can I workshop something for the show live on the air?
Brother.
If it's something that works with the show, I mean, why not?
Sure, one wrestling clip and one Hamilton song a week.
No, ain't no Hamilton. No.
Get me to discuss my feelings on the song.
Ain't no feelings, okay?
I would love to.
Here's the thing.
I would love to talk about a song like Jeff Diston's Meeting, hearing it for the first time.
I would love to hear it personally. That's a 10 to me. However, I will say this. Allowing you to talk about Hamilton and us not be involved it's not your fault, but we can't allow that.
And ain't no
as
one
Hamilton
wrestling,
scholars.
Okay, you're getting 2 WWE, 2 AEW.
Oh. I wouldn't say anything too crazy.
It's not that. It's not you. It's we can't let you talk Hamilton and us not be around.
There's just there's just sanctions around Hamilton.
Yeah, lots of sanctions. Okay.
I hear you.
Anyway,
get ready to watch fucking wrestling. All right, that's what we want to hear.
MF Doom. There are some of those lines that remind. Well, I'll address this first because we were talking about it earlier. This feels more aggressive, more street. It's like I don't recall, and I could be completely wrong. I haven't heard. Well, actually, I heard "Food" in the shower the other day, but not in its entirety. But I don't recall, certain lines where it's like, MF Doom's talking about, calling people pussy niggas and things like that. It's like nigga this, nigga that. It's like it's much rougher. It's much more street. Yeah, food. Can you remember it being like? Here's the thing. This song specifically is more confrontational in a direct sense, more conventional sense, and not the sort of lore wrapped like the villain way that we get on food. where it's almost like comic panels. It's like in the context of an ongoing story. This is just like, yeah, niggas in the street like getting done up on the dance floor. Like it's, you know, it's different in that regard.
Okay.
So yeah, like what did I'm just going Megalodon. Ain't no Megalon. Okay. It's at least not here. Tommy Gunn is talking about, you know, yeah. What do you say? Your girl got knocked up.
Is there a difference in approach when he's credited as Megalodon or Megalodon?
Well, no, I think on the bad website they wrote Tommy Gunn and Megalodon, but I wouldn't you know, put it past the bad website to not know that they're the same guy.
Megalon.
Yeah, Megalodon. He's a dinosaur, right? All right.
Yes,
Don't they got Don all in their names?
Universe.
All right. Yeah.
Who? I know Don Will.
I know a few Dons. Okay. I know Don Will too. He cool. All right. Obama, he cool. All right. Anyway, inside joke. Yeah. I do get some of that sort of whimsical playing with, you know, his words and formats Doom that I get. It's like, you know, I wrote this around my born day. Remind me of the same style I flipped on. Hey, yikes, who can fuck with the likes of one such who scores touchdowns and spikes mics? You know,
and by the way,
Metal Grill with many styles, you know.
Yikes is a record too. We played it on This Week in Moulz Mel.
Oh shit. Oh, so don't even ask me how. He not only was referencing hey, but yikes.
Yeah, don't even ask me how.
Oh shit.
Oh, let me mention something though. This album was before we had the bad website and lyrical breakdown websites and things like that. Like kind of like what I was saying before. Like we had to listen and either get the lyrics or we didn't get the lyrics, and just whatever. Like we didn't have no breakdown. So when you were getting on me talking about, oh, you ain't never been a genius. No, I'm not from that school of listening to hip.
Don't misrepresent me. I wasn't getting on you like, how dare you not visit Genius? It's the greatest site. I hate the site.
I didn't say that you were vouching for
you
Genius. You were
getting on me.
I was saying, no, I never used it. I'm from a time where we didn't have no Genius.
But you did have, what was it, the original hip-hop lyrics archive.
I never went on that shit a whole lot. No.
On that note, I do have a question for everyone gathered here tonight.
Yeah.
The line here, when he said run rings around rhymers and run rings like number runners who are old timers.
Right.
That line, I was thinking about that. And my brain went to like run rings like number runners who's old timers. I was thinking like old timers like old trees, like tree rings. Like, is that what he was referring to?
You ain't black.
Lottery was my next guess. I don't know, somehow like run, like, because I think of old folks, they play the lottery, they run numbers.
There's number running. It's an underground, it's like a black market lottery, basically. It's not like
full of old people?
Huh?
Is it full of old people? Because he said who's old timers.
Older people, yes.
Okay.
So when they say numbers, it's similar to lottery numbers. I think it's based off of horse racing, but it's like some underground black shit, like only in black communities. It was like a side means of, you could say, making money under the table. Like, I think if you made the money, you didn't have to pay taxes on it and things like that.
Oh, so what you're telling me is...
And you ain't black.
Not you ain't black, you ain't old. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Like my mom used to play numbers and everything. That was definitely some Harlem shit. So there was like a number running ring. Run rings around rhymers and run rings like number runners who's old timers. Yeah. These are lines I popped for the first time I heard them. Like, oh shit, he's talking about what's happening in my neighborhood.
Got it. Okay. I like how he comes off of Tommy Gunn with that. Yep, that whole water like drizzle in a paper cup. You know, because it's that specific MF Doom flow and like entry into the verse that's distinct to him. It's sort of like, I'm freezing because I'm trying to describe like the way in which he delivers it, it's different than any other rapper. Like, you know, it beats me. I mean, I didn't like plan to like talk about this, and now like I didn't do the you know, notes or anything. It's just I'm realizing in real time, like, how do I describe like that? You know, I don't want to say it's like the intangibles, but like, you know, yeah. Anyway, he has a distinct way of rhyming and rapping that me and many other people appreciate.
I don't think anyone has mentioned yet the fact that the beat drops out at one point during one of Tommy Gunn's verses for a few seconds, and then it comes back. I always love that. Like, it gets me hyped to hear the beat all over again. You know, there's little ways that you can get the energy going on here.
Right.
I'm trying to think which verse that might have been.
I think it was his second verse, maybe, or his third verse.
Was it like a brief drop?
It was like
the way he was describing this.
The beat disappears for a number of seconds.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember?
Yeah, I don't even remember that. Yeah,
I was like,
albums.
I'll be listening. I don't remember no drop. Well, maybe I'll remember because it was a drop. Like, it wasn't no music, so why would I remember it?
It's distinct. It goes on for a while.
The beat drops for about 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Yeah, about that.
Do or die. He got heat. No surprise. Yeah.
The fuck? Huh. To be clear, I was listening on files for the record, so it wasn't like, these Mel was on Spotify, you know.
Yeah, we could play it, sure.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you said it was like the second verse. It can't be that deep into the song. All right, well, fuck it. Let me pull it up. It's finest. All right, here we go. All right, track 4. All right, check it out.
The finest. As the life cycle goes on, and you learn to hold on to things like the mic.
Even
you learn to appreciate who's the nicest on said device. But who is the finest?
Time is a Schumer, too much drama, blind behind the rumor. Time inside my mind, I'm trying to find a tumor. Time is a Schumer, no time for humor. As soon as one of your men's dead and him's dead, you trying to find Puma. Sooner the better. We in the sweater already through your leather. We coming through the brutal weather. We ready to do whatever. Yo, Doom, you with it?
You know it like a poet, my brother. Hey, gun, you with it?
Whatever.
I know about going paid to broke to next day well off, to bust a shell off, to dick riders get the hell off. Made a call to a client, he must have had to sell off or show off. He had the same bike, puff fell off. I tell off the back from science and view of facts, which niggas is whack to they last 2 tracks. Matter of fact, y'all can wait for the rep to tell the tall tale how he escaped from out the depths of hell.
He gon' die like a soldier die, holding a swollen eye, drinking no gold, smoking the stove, watching Popo patrol the beach, blowing my high, rolling by. When gun die, he gon' try to reach the streets to go to the sky.
Yup, that whole water like drizzle in a paper cup. This one extra stone, a chisel, rip the paper up. I need a cut, a taper up, edge up. Niggas can't measure up. I'm here to get the treasure up.
Hands up, hold him high, do or die. He got heat, no surprise. Stop the beat, close your eyes, got the weed, roll a lot, not sweet. So no demise, so the guys drop seeds to multiply whatever the prophecies, hold the lie.
He even said stop the beat too, right? I don't know. I guess I just never clocked it. All right, there it is, the drop, y'all.
Well, we got more archival.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll run it.
From one of the Monster Mix compilations, we do have another record from Tommy Gunn. This is Feel It.
Okay. Well, the Monster Mix. All right. Here we go.
Feel a burning sensation. Feel a burning sensation.
Hit list. 30 niggas, felony flow, eyes barely show, black skelly low, scuff like some type of sweats on dirty discus, Jersey bitches telling me, yo, he the whole metal we go, we throw dirty dishes, black gloves on, this ain't another rap love song, melody slow, handcuffs on, ready to go, another thug on, black shades with a black hood like back in the days, 38 triggers, 91 Christmas, Bevo, black spray, people in the movie theater, 3 Father God is my witness, cap lace, then it blew up slave, Norman Bass, the sickest, 3 burgundy 6s, in your memory I spit this wickedness, nothing to lose, tattooed around 33 stitches. Queens, young gun niggas, don't forget this. Use a bitch if you told me my nigga Punk live, and I don't give a fuck if you know who the snitch is. Body in the trunk, kid, you know who this is. Tommy probably drunk and lit. Ain't seen Lawrence since he got sentenced. Found me on some dumb shit in the college downstairs by the jury on the benches. Clips, Miss McGinnis, waiting for you to bring your bitch to get extensions. Take you to the roof, trip the whip, and put the dead body where the engine is. Mixed match gloves on some bum shit. When you see me dressed like this, strictly business. Get your thug on, kid. Switch gear in the bathroom, through the dip to the hut where the tattoos is. Tell black and need a cut. Put the black in the laundry mat. Got some.
He's a flowing dude, you know.
Yeah, I think he's another guy who there's not much out there. Music-wise. Full album?
Mm-hmm. Like I was talking about Sandbox Automatic. I used to go up there to buy anything Moss Island Czars related. I had bought a Rodin album, a Tommy Gunn album, the Moss Island Czars album. I think that might have been my cutoff. I was like, all right, I'm not going any deeper than those guys. But yeah, remember how I said Papa Ool was a mark?
Yeah.
These guys were jobbers for the most part.
Well, the song has had a lasting impact. Just ask Logic, right, Mel?
I guess. I mean, I don't listen to that, man.
No, don't tell me Logic rapped over this.
He sampled it on his new album.
He's an
College
MF Doom
Park.
mark.
Well,
he's a mark.
He's
for a lot of
biracial,
things.
so bye, Felicia. This is Red Pill 7 by Logic.
All right.
All very random, but hopefully sounds good.
Ayo, my flow non-binary, that mean it never miss. Feeling meticulous, I'm ready to get with this ridiculous vehicular sound. That means that I'm driven illness around. Yeah, they know me round the world, but the flow is still underground. Only booze I get on stage is when I sip. It's like MF, most you niggas deaf, that's con 5. Bottom line, I'm top 5, red carpet when I arrive. But most days I'm feeling derealized, that's a medical term.
I'm biracial, so bye, Felicia.
I'm feeling derealized. That's a medical term.
He's like talented but super cringy.
You know what I get from that, Mel?
What's
This
that?
being, I think, maybe the third Logic song I've ever heard in my life, and it's just been by way of this show. That's giving me real, realistic verbalize energy.
That man said my flow is non-binary. That mean it never miss. He's fucking terrible.
Your take is a common take, Jesse, on that man and his talents.
He's talented,
my
but
man.
he's cringe. Like the other day, I called Donald Glover a talented weirdo.
Hold on, I need to get my man Realistic Verbalize in here, because they actually do sound the same, like in the way that they rap. So here we go. All right.
This is not cigarettes, which is a cancer to leave a nigga dead.
All right.
I told you how I almost met him.
Who, Logic?
No, Keon Torres.
No.
Yeah, I can say it now because it's been quite a while since I worked there. But I was doing these.
Oh,
like,
is this the Google thing?
Yeah. Like I was working at Google, running case studies. I don't remember what they were called or something. But his name was on the list for people.
What?
that were like, there was a list of people that were doing these case studies, and his name and email was on there.
That man get around.
Hey,
No, you don't
Keon
remember?
Torres, Kosha Dills, like they're in a class of people that are everywhere at
I
once.
don't blame him. We was giving away like $300 for people to show up.
Well,
I got my
shout
mother-in-law
out to Keon
$300.
Anyway, I will say this. At the end of the song, I feel, again, not crazy. I don't know, like, how intentional. Like, I don't think it's intentional that he was, like, rougher and more aggressive on this album than, like, the succeeding albums, I guess. But at least in this song, there might be some intention. Because at the end, you know, surrounded by a bunch of bad bitches like Sweetback, fuck with me, I'll be back like niggas in the street act. Like, that feels like it tied it all together. It's like, right, we're in the streets. We're beating niggas up. We're like, you know, it's niggas in the streets type of record. So, yeah, I feel like there is a palpable sense of, you know, we rumbling, you know, we scrapping, we doing stuff.
Well, it was like a play on words. The first time was front, I'm gonna be back like brothers in the streets act. Like they say, oh, I'll be back to hang out. Then they don't come back. And then mess with me, I'll be back like redacted in the streets act. It's like, I'm going to get my friends and we're coming back.
Right. Yeah. So, you know, overall, I think a good beat that, you know, I got them headphones on and it just, you know, I'm a backpacker at heart. Yeah, that's undeniable. No, I definitely am.
A backpacker.
Yes,
you know the definition of a backpacker?
You like them niggas who, you know, girls say they like video games, and it's like, oh, you like video games? Name the 8th level of the spinoff from the PSP.
Jesse is asking you if you know the origins of why backpackers were called that originally.
I don't believe you to be the backpack hip hop man, is all I'm saying.
Oh my God. Okay. Because the niggas used to wear backpacks where they kept their spray paint cans in it, right?
I don't know the definition of a backpack. I'm talking about I know what backpack hip hop is.
You don't even know the definition?
Yes, it was spray
paint. How you gonna press me?
More like blades and guns and shit, because people weren't checking the backpacks like that.
Like the
hip hop.
The most backpack that you might be is like Sean Price. But like even he wasn't like super backpack. He was an underground rapper for sure. But like I don't even like backpack shit, which is why I question whether you do. Backpack shit is like if I played you some shit by some man named Shabam Sadiq.
It's a real person.
It's a real person.
Wait, what?
Shabam Sadiq. And like I don't listen to that. And like I don't know if Pharaoh Monch internal affairs
Mel calling himself a backpacker at heart is the funniest thing I've heard since Drake called himself a backpack rapper on Thank Me Later.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, though, bro. I was literally walking around town for years with a backpack on, listening to underground rap. I know it has nothing. It's not as much about the physical backpack, but I'm just saying. Okay, question. Moulz, would you consider Hamilton to be backpack rap?
No.
So, okay, it's a specific
aesthetic
style of music. Yeah. No, aesthetic, I always thought like most underground rap, it was backpack rap.
Backpack rap is like the Beat Miners,
right?
DJ Premier, Pete Rock. You're not a backpack rapper.
So Dusty?
Somewhat.
There was no Dusty back then. It was just called backpackers. You know, like
so it was the early term for
boom bap,
Dusties.
basically. Boom bap is Dusty.
No, because the Tribe Called Quest is boom back, and they're not fucking backpack rap. Like Mel, I don't think.
Yeah, but backpackers fuck with Tribe.
Yes, to some degree. I don't think when you get to Internal Affairs by Pharaoh Monch, Mel, I don't think that's going to be Record Club for you.
You can't tell me at heart I'm a backpacker and give Illmatic a 5 out of 10. That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life.
You can't
say I'm a backpacker at heart, and we went through that Wu-Tang season, and you know, like Cuban Links was only a 1 out of every 3 songs.
I ain't no backpack.
Like, I had my phase, but I'm not a fucking backpacker. No. I wasn't trying to put you down by saying you aren't, because I'm not. I just don't.
I don't care about you putting me down. I'm just saying. Look, 718-635-0743. Call in, folks. Are you a backpacker? How would you define backpacker?
Yeah, Hellfire Club ain't backpack.
I didn't say
they're just indie. Everything that's indie is not backpack.
They're indie, yeah. No, look, the way I had always interpreted it was like a cross section between underground,
What is art
boom
rap?
bap. What's that?
What is art rap?
You got to go on the open mic.
Yeah,
Eagle
I thought he
podcast for
created that.
He did.
Yeah. Well, he didn't create it, but he made it popular.
Coined the term.
Right.
Yeah. Is Shaw Stimuli backpack?
Yes.
Okay. I
Shaw,
don't listen to him. I'm just
Shaw
saying.
is not backpack though.
No,
Right.
Shaw is coming.
Exactly.
All right. That's what Shaw is.
Shaw Stimuli.
But,
Yes, he's backpack. Let me look it up.
All right.
now.
Jesse, who do you prefer, Shaw or Shaw Stimuli?
Of what I've heard, Shaw Stimuli.
Oh, Jesus.
I had a brief phase where I enjoyed some Shaw Stimuli music, but he was dropping too much. He was trying to do like the fucking Papoose thing. He was dropping like something every month. I'm Googling right now, Mel. Backpack rappers.
I'll take it back then. I'm not a backpacker at heart.
Quelle Chris is not a
wore
backpack rapper, and I like him. They got this shit wrong. Lupe Fiasco, Common. These are not backpack rappers.
Lupe
Fiasco?
Fiasco.
Fiasco.
Was that an intentional mispronunciation because you don't like the guy?
No. Lupe Fiasco. J. Cole's not a backpack rapper. Brother Ali is probably a backpack rapper.
Yeah, he's backpack adjacent. He's the room meets backpack.
Right. Aesop Rock. You might like him.
Aesop Rock.
Did you say I might like him?
I'm estimating. I don't know your feelings on him.
I don't know.
You haven't heard the episode yet.
I don't know if he's backpack necessarily. He might be more, as Mel calls it, or Open Mike Eagle calls it, quote, art rap.
Yeah, he may not be backpack. I wouldn't say he's art rap. I think he's just all alternative hip hop.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I don't listen to none of this shit. Like, let me see here. Fat Beats, most popular rappers.
Soul Con, a backpack rapper.
He's a battle rapper.
Yeah.
This is the thing, though. You don't listen to all these albums that
for Soul Con.
What? Oh, for Soul Con.
He recently came out.
Wait, he came out?
Bisexual, so bye, Felicia.
Oh, he's bi. Oh. I got it. Okay. What were you saying, Wolf?
You're not the backpacker at heart because you don't listen to any of these albums that come out that are produced by Apollo Brown.
Okay.
That's what the backpackers are listening to.
Mel, have you heard one
This is what I was trying to say when I put out that book. You know, titles ruin everything.
Mel, have you heard one Percy P verse?
He has. We did.
I know Percy Miller.
We did J-Lib.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't know Percy P.
All right, I pulled up a whole article about the oral history of Fat Beats. This is some backpack shit, Mel.
No, we don't need that.
J Live, Natural Elements. Yeah. Mighty My, DJ Eclipse. You don't know who none of these people are.
You said My Oh My?
Yeah, My Oh My.
Oh my. Shout out DJ Eclipse, man.
Huh?
Shout out to DJ Eclipse.
Good guy, I guess. Old guy, though.
Good. He can't be good because he old?
No, he has old man taste is all I'm saying.
He's old.
Like a less... Never mind, I don't want to say. I was going to say like a less obnoxious version of one of our guests, and I'm not talking about Dart Adams. I'm talking about the other guy who Dart was beefing with.
You always trying to...
I didn't say the name because I didn't
You're
want
the third member, okay? Nobody's going to take your spot. Stop trying to attack our guests.
A less obnoxious version of Mr. Kill. That's what I'm saying. Is
Mr. Kill ain't obnoxious.
On
He's
Twitter.
a community killer.
Let's move on.
The messiest man. That might be Jesse's newest moniker.
Mel, can you tell me who Drew High is?
I know Drew Holiday.
Exactly. and you did the fucking 2 Sean Price albums. You ain't no backpacker.
I guess not. I ain't no
Mel, can you tell me who Evil D is?
I know the song Evil Deeds by Eminem.
You know who Talib Kweli is.
I was going to ask if he qualified as backpack.
At one point. Not at this point.
Okay.
He's popular now. Before the Black Star album or like early Black Star album days, he was a backpack rapper.
All right.
Outside of the Mac Miller situation, would you have known who Lord Finesse was?
I knew who Lord Finesse was before Mac Miller.
There's no way. How? Explain.
Yeah.
Show your
I
work.
knew the name. Like, I probably couldn't have quoted you any, but like, I was familiar with the name. I knew he was like hip hop. I know he was Hib, you know?
I'm reading the names in this Fat Beats article. You called the woman Bahamadia. You ain't know.
Bahamadia.
You ain't know.
Honestly,
Backpacker.
I'm a
Chino XL. I don't even
backpacker at
listen to
Heart
that shit.
shirts coming to the shop very soon.
Oh my God.
I don't listen to no Chino XL.
I know Chino XL.
I don't listen to him.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
I know Dilla produced that Don't Say a Word. That's a good beat.
Breeze Brewing. I don't listen to none of this shit.
Oh, you don't like Breeze Brewing, Jesse?
Juggernauts. No, I don't listen to that.
No, Juggernauts is good.
Well, he was the one
Sorry
on
about.
Prince Paul, Prince Amongst Thieves. I like him in that capacity.
I gotta play. He was Chino XL. Listen, Hamilton got on that beat and gave me one of my favorite choruses of 2011.
Alright, Ed, since you might know my girl, if you see her in the street,
Oh, that went platinum in my beats in 2011. Okay.
Mel backpacker at Art Birch. Okay, this is my favorite news storyline.
Backpacker at
It
Heart.
was okay. I misrepresented myself. Okay,
definitely
I
did.
admit it. I bad. I know.
That's like
I
me
was
saying,
wrong.
you know, at heart, I'm just a trap type of dude. I'm just an Atlanta type of man, you know?
Yeah, Mel is fucking. His new name is Mel Dolezal.
I can.
She was a black woman
conflated
at heart, Mel.
underground with backpack. I didn't know it was that much of like a sub genre. Okay, I didn't know it was as much of a sub genre.
Mel, she was a black woman at heart. You're Mel Dolezal.
I know. Sure.
I would argue that there is backpack rap that has come out in like the last, 15, 20 years. But it's mainly just, like revival music in a way of the original backpack music. So
Like he's talking about Droey Bradass.
yeah, like stuff like that is like, like that wants to be backpack. Like the early stuff, like the 1999 Joey Badass. That's like, he think he on the team. Like, look, I got a backpack. It's like, that ain't no backpack, okay?
Yeah. R.I.P.
Okay.
Never mind.
R.I.P. Never mind.
You know what? Clip that. That's a new drought.
I didn't want to sound like I was disrespecting that young man, but tell the bass guy don't quit his day job.
R.I.P. Never mind.
Ain't no backpacker at heart giving Ali Shaheed Muhammad remix of Maroon 5 or 10.
That's good music.
You ain't no
okay?
backpacker
Come
at heart
on.
for that.
Yeah, listen. I'm not. We've established I'm not a backpacker at heart, but that's good music. Okay.
A backpacker at heart would have had a perfect takeaway for Cuban Links and Midnight Marauders.
And Illmatic, man. How you a backpacker at heart? 50% takeaway.
I'm not. I was wrong. I didn't know what I was saying. My bad.
Yeah.
All right.
If Jesse ain't no backpacker, you ain't no backpacker.
Mel talking about I'm a backpacker at heart, and then he pussied out and gave the message a 9.
That wasn't no
That
backpacker.
ain't no backpack. That's getting your backpacked in jail, right?
Brother.
That's what they was talking about in that song.
Well, they were the original DaBaby, bro. They were just warning us.
Ain't no the baby, all right. Ain't no the baby. Look, man, my final notes on this song are about both participants respectively. I like Tommy Gunn's sequence on he gonna die like a soldier die, holding a swollen eye, drinking old gold, smoking a stove, watching Popo patrol the beach, blowing my high, rolling by. It was a very like evocative image. It felt like the end of a soldier's life or a thug's life. Just like they know it's over. But that and MF Doom, I had to call him out because I'm not gonna like not call him out because he's MF Doom. And also I want to see, maybe I just misinterpreted it, but I always talk about rappers rhyming and just throwing numbers in there because they rhyme. And it's like the number doesn't really matter because it's arbitrary. But maybe it isn't arbitrary because he said, where do I got lost in my notes here. Yeah. I tell off the bat from science to pure facts, which niggas is whack to their last 2 tracks. Is the 2 just there because it rhymes? Actually, it doesn't. Pure too. Doesn't rhyme.
He wasn't.
Well then, okay. Well then, my question still stands.
It had to be a small number of tracks, so you don't last very long. Is what he's trying to say.
Oh, last like how long they? Okay, I was thinking like a track list, like the final 2, like the last 2 tracks. Okay, they last only 2 tracks. Got it. Okay, got it. I understand now. All right. See, I knew he was above these other rappers who just be saying things. Okay. Anyway, that's all I had to say about this record. Okay.
You can't convince me that there's not a woman's voice coming from a TV in one of the other 2 rooms. Not mine.
Not mine.
Oh my God. If this is the beginning of like
or there's bleed from headphones and someone still has like a YouTube link going and it's auto playing.
Not mine.
I definitely have nothing going. My dad is making a little noise upstairs, but he didn't get here until after you first heard it. Hold on. I'm going to turn the headphones all the way up again and see if I hear anything. All right, hold on. I hear a voice.
Yeah,
Jesse, is there like a hotel room?
Man, that's the supervillain. Y'all hearing voices.
Oh. Anyway, it's so quiet that the noise gate's going to take care of it. I think maybe somebody in the room next to Jesse is talking or something.
I don't hear any. Let me remove my headphones.
Well, you're old, bro. I'm telling you, I hear it, okay?
I don't hear any noises.
You took the headphones off?
Yeah.
Well, then how do you hear what we're saying?
I put them back in when Mel said, did I take the headphones off? I removed them for a second to see if I heard anyone. There's nothing going on.
You need to take them out for longer than a second. I mean, come on, you got to really.
I'm gonna find out in post who it was for sure.
And I want them banned from the show.
And what I'll do is I'll even normalize that section so that it comes through clear, the voice.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Turns out it's some
there
like
might be no more
ghost.
Jesse. Fuck it. It might be Moulz and himself next week. Moulz and me. We got to ban whoever caused this disruption. Could have been me. Fuck it.
I mean, did you take your headphones off? Is there somebody next to you?
No.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody has to say about this record?
About the record? No, but Jesse, do you have anything, you want to say? I don't know if this is your last appearance of the year. I think you still might be on
timelines.
Yeah, I think you still might be on with us once more before the year is up.
Yeah, we got to figure that shit out because that's the first thing of next season is like episode 3, and if I'm still at this job, it's going to be a challenge working in a full recording.
Well, you don't have to work that's entirely your prerogative. You can just come on for a song and do this 2 hours.
No, but I like that album a lot.
Okay. You like this album too. What's the difference?
I already did a full one this season. We'll figure it out. But I was going to say, I always liked the whole rhyme scheme of my agenda up in the basement party, tipping the bartenders, unbeknownst to you, who could get body blown. The first time I heard him say MF like Mike Frank Corleone, I was like, holy shit, this is my new favorite dude. What's his name? Michael Francis Corleone? In The Godfather?
Professor Francis, if you will.
Oh,
is that some Hamilton shit?
It is. I would play it, but it was at the end of that song.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even know that.
My mind was blown. Then he went to MF like Mike Frank Corleone and got his own that's a Spanish slur, Mel, for the redacted word.
And you just said it on our program.
You can say the word.
No, you can't. We could have Spanish speaking listeners who are playing this out loud, and now all of a sudden everybody looking at
don't
him
have to censor that word.
Hit Jesse with the Triple H.
It's not Triple H. I'm reciting a rap song. And it's not...
Yeah, hip-hop homophobia.
He didn't say it in
Triple H.
English, and I'm explaining to you what the word means. And I didn't say the word that he was referring to.
Oh, so we can use slurs as long as we use like other languages?
If you're reciting a rap line and you're explaining for historical context, yes.
So white people can do that with the nigga word if they're explaining for historical context. Exactly.
Mrs. Bishop.
Time to play the game!
Mrs. Bishop was right.
Triple H, hip hop homophobia.
It's not Triple H homophobia, but I popped because like that's some
Triple H homophobia.
I popped because it was like, holy shit, like that's some super New York shit. Like they don't really say that anymore. And got its own blank, like to know what you're staring at, invisible cat who pull up disappearing act. I was like, yeah, this is my new favorite dude. And then Biggie said it on a song that I'm sure you didn't censor it when he said it. On Real Redactors Do Real Things. Do I need to repeat the line Biggie said that I'm sure you played on the show?
No, you don't. You don't. That's all your notes on the song?
Yeah, fuck it. Biggie said so all I'm trying to do is shoot y'all.
Will you stop?
He said it.
This guy, man. You know?
You guys played it when he said it.
This guy. Well, we played it. We don't speak that language, so we didn't catch it. All right? All right?
Yeah, you didn't have internet.
Yeah. I didn't have, what's the Rosetta? I ain't have
Ooh,
Rosetta.
I know Ennio Morricone.
Oh, yeah, that's a guy. That's a composer.
Yeah, me, George Salty, and John Williams, you know? That's what Ennio Morricone said.
This will, folks, you got to understand the plight of having been in the cult and the curse you live with. Any moment in time could turn into like a minimum like 3-hour Hamilton aside. It's just, all right, folks. The Finest, track 4, Jesse Fairfax, Moulz Mel, season 14 finale, MF Doom. All right, all of it.
Yeah.
We've done our job. I'm gonna go eat food, and oh no, we gotta go because I just remembered the 2012 era of Hamilton where he was running around calling himself Dr. Doom, and that was
we gotta move on to track 5, Back in the Days skit. We got more of the album to do. You can't eat.
We do, man. You know how we be. You're not good. Folks, do y'all really think we just be? They know.
Recording.
We don't know. We've used to do that like crazy people. Now we do the guests, one day, we do, the rest of you, another, they know it. They know. I think we just sit here for 11. We can't do that.
They don't know. How would they know?
Divorced. Man, we told them plenty of times, how it goes, what it is.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I guess we're going to eat. So we'll be back.
All right. Best of Jesse by the end of the year.
By the end of the... Listen to this fucking guy. This guy's pushing his shit back more than Chief Keef.
All right. Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast.